I'm going to say something today that nobody in Indian school education says out loud. School owners, this video is for you, not for the principal, not for the coordinator, and not for the teachers. For you, the person who built this school, who invested everything into it, who carries it financially, emotionally, completely. I have sat across from hundreds of school owners in my last 3 decades career, and I have heard this sentence more times than I can count. We keep changing principles, but nothing changes. And every time I hear that sentence, I ask the same question back. What exactly did you give the principal to succeed with? And the room gets quiet. Because the honest answer is, in most cases, is very little. Today, I am going to tell you exactly why your principal might be failing and why, with great respect, it might have very little to do with her. The first reason your principal is failing, you gave her the title, but not the authority. Let me explain what I mean. A principal walks into your school, she sees a problem with a teacher, she decides to address it, but then she finds out she cannot take any action without your approval. She cannot make a single HR decision alone. She cannot even change a timetable without checking with you. So she comes to school, you are busy, the decision gets delayed. The teacher situation worsens. The principal looks weak in front of her team. And slowly, the teachers realize the real decisions do not get made in the principal's office, they get made in the owner's office. And from that moment, your principal has lost her authority permanently. This is not the principal's failure. This is a structural failure. A principal without authority cannot lead. She can only manage. And management without authority is just administration. The most important thing you can give your principal before salary, before designation, before anything else is a clear, documented authority matrix. What she can decide alone, what requires your consultation, what requires your approval. When that is clear, she can lead. Without it, she is always waiting for permission. The second reason your principal is failing, you hold her accountable, but you never defined what success looks like. Every school owner I have ever met wants results, better exam scores, more admissions, happy parents, motivated teachers. But when I ask, have you sat down with your principal and written down exactly what she is expected to achieve this year? And how will you measure it? Almost always the answer is no. And you know what? It happens without that clarity. The principal works hard, she is busy every day, she genuinely believes she is doing a good job. The owner watches from a distance. He feels something is not right. Results are not improving, admissions are flat, parents are complaining. By March, there is frustration on both sides. The owner thinks this principal is not performing. The principal thinks, I have given everything and still it is not enough. Both are right and both are wrong because they are never agreed in the beginning and on what performing actually means. Your principal needs KRAs, key result areas, exam result improvement targets, admission retention rates, teacher satisfaction, parent complaint reduction, system compliance scores, defined, written down, agreed upon, reviewed monthly. When you have this, performance conversations are based on data, not opinions, not feelings, not frustrations. And your principal knows exactly what she needs to achieve and exactly how she will be evaluated. That is not pressure, that is clarity. And clarity is the greatest gift you can give a leader. The third reason your principal is failing, you are too present in the school's daily operations. I say this with complete respect. You built the school, you know every corner of it, every problem, every person, every history, and because you know everything, you get involved in everything. A parent complains, you handle it directly. A teacher has an issue, you step in. A decision needs to be made, you make it. Before the principal gets the chance, you think you are helping. But what you are actually doing is slowly dismantling your principal's authority every single day. Because teachers learn very quickly. If they wait long enough, the owner will step in. Parents also learn going to the owner gets fast results than going to the principal. And your principal slowly stops making decisions because every time she does, it gets overruled anyway. The best thing a school owner can do after hiring the right principal is to step back, be available, be accessible, but stop being operational. Your job is to set the vision, review the outcomes, support the leadership, not to run the school. When you step back, your principal steps up every time. The fourth reason your principal is failing, you never built the system she needs to succeed. A principal cannot track academic progress if there is no academic tracker. She cannot hold coordinators accountable if there are no KRAs. She cannot improve teacher quality if there is no observation and feedback system. She cannot show you data if data is never collected, and when March comes and results are poor and you ask what happened, she has no answer because there was never a system to catch the warning signs in July. This is not laziness, this is not incompetence. This is a principal trying to run a school with no instruments. Imagine asking a pilot to fly a plane with no dashboard, no instruments, no data, and then blaming the pilot when the flight goes wrong. That is what most school owners do without realizing it. Build the system, give your principal the instruments she needs, an academic tracker, a coordinator KRA framework, a classroom observation system, a monthly review format. These are not luxuries. These are the minimum infrastructure for a school to function accountably. Without them, you are not running a school. You are running on hope. I want to say something now directly. If you have changed principals to three, four times, and the school still has the same problems, please hear this. The problem is not the principals. The problem is what you are giving them to work with. A new principle is a broken system and will break too. Because systems are stronger than people. A weak person in a strong system will perform. A strong person in a weak system will fail every single time. You did not build this school to keep replacing people. You built it because you believed education matters. Children matter. Your community matters. And I believe that about you, which is why I am telling you with full respect and full honesty. Stop changing the principle. Start building the system. Give your principal authority, give her or him a clarity, give them data, give your trust to her, and watch what happens. Because I have seen in school for last 3 decades when the owner builds the right structure, the principal rises to fill it every single time. If you are a school owner watching this and you are ready to build the right structure for your school, I have done this work for over 3 decades. I work with school owners and principals to build academic systems, define authority structures, create KRA frameworks, and build the culture that makes everything work together. My consultancy details are in the description below. And if you want to start with the systems I described today, I have built a complete, ready to use academic system pack: tracker, coordinator, KRA, observation register, review meeting format, improvement action plan, all editable, all ready to implement. Link in description. DM me on Instagram at Alka Patta. And I am here because your school deserves to work properly. See you in the next video. Take care.